But I agree with you not ganking this lane right now. Why?
Because the wave is really big, and she's level 5 and he's 4, and she has a lot of HP and he's half HP.
Okay, so those are factors, right? But that's not why, like, you don't gank right now. You want to try and time the gank with something else. What do you think it
Maybe
is?
with maybe with Shyvana.
Okay, so is Katarina going to dive this Rumble?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible, right? But it's very, very difficult, yeah? She's going to trade 1-for-1 most likely and give up shutdown
Mhm.
and stuff. So it's
Mhm.
very unlikely she dives the Rumble here, Nick. So when would be the next kind of like stage in this lane where Katarina can actually like hurt the Rumble?
When she hits 6
Okay,
or when the
but
wave pushes back out.
good, right? So yeah, your minion wave. Then
Mhm.
Katarina has a reason to like potentially damage the Rumble, and that's when Rumble's going to move up away from his tower, right? So what you're
Right.
trying to do, bro, is gank on the timing of the minion wave. So if your minion wave was here right now, I am fine with you going to gank, like go round through Tribrush, right? If your minions were right here, there's a reason for Cat to stay up here. You get me? But there's no reason here.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
really
reason for
smart.
her to. Yeah, there's no reason for her
I've
to move
never
up.
thought about this.
So now
That's
you
really
can
nice.
go here because there's a wave there, right?
Mhm.
I'm more than happy you doing this. But
Yes.
see, Nick, like how you click to the right. Like you should just know she's gonna be there, bro. Anyway, because the wave's right there. Like why is she gonna recall with no TP? She's gonna miss the whole wave.
Yeah, and I have to admit I didn't think about the minions and everything, so
Mm-hmm.
it's very smart.
Mm-hmm. And you should also like when you come out of base here. I don't know if you actually do it. Okay, so you ping Shyvana being here. What is that jungler doing, bro? Okay, well maybe there's even a better move here. So as soon as I see, because I skipped this, as soon as I see Shyvana Nick bot side here, what am I thinking about?
Her Gromp,
Yeah, and what else?
her Wolves.
Very good, right? Because her walls will be up now. Yeah, have you like memorized the timings? Have you watched that timings video I've done?
Yes, so 420, then 440, then 5 minutes
Excellent.
is on the other side, the
So good,
Raptors.
bro. Why are you not challenger? Yeah, exactly though, man. Yeah. So
Because
you
I'm bad, I guess.
you know her walls are gonna be up here, right? So if there's no play top, like let's just think, oh yeah, you know, Katarina's gonna base because she's 1 HP and she just killed my Rumble. I'm not gonna get there in time. You can just go to Shyvana's walls, Gromp, and then back to your Krugs Raptors and all the way back down. You'll be so
I have a,
fed, man. So fed.
I have a question about that. So when I do plays like this, it's relevant, like if the laners have priority or not, or is it like I can sneak there, you know? Because I feel like sometimes I get caught and sometimes I get away with it. And like for example, here Katarina is pushed up and Yone as well. And if Shyvana shows, will I get out in time or not? I don't know.
Okay, well, it's just based on like timing, right? It always is. So we know these camps are up, but the real question here, Nick, is how long do I have until Shyvana's going to be here? This person is all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
We also know that her raptors are going to spawn soon as well, because she just went like this, right? So her raptors are going to spawn in the next like 15 seconds. So by the time she's done, whatever she's doing down here, she'll see her raptors icon come up. She'll probably even stay here, bro. And if you ran out
Yes.
of base straight like this, again, remember we're saying here nothing is happening top. So as you run out
Okay.
of base here and get to walls, you're kiting away from her naturally. And obviously, like when you run through here, these like this pixel brush and over the wall, they're popular warding spots for mid lane. So the Yone might have warded at some point. So I
Ah, yeah,
would be
that's really
sweeping
fucked
through
up.
here until about here, and then you just know you're probably in the clear. Kite the walls up towards Gromp, save your smite, smite the Gromp, and away you go.
I have another question about that. So
Hmm.
for me, it's very like kind of difficult. You know, I have a lot of things in my head. Everything is new. So I'm thinking a lot. And then sometimes I
Hmm.
think that adds up to me not doing anything. But for example, if I, you know, I'm happy that I thought about her wolves and groms and I think I'm really cool. And then I walk there and there's a ward. And then I get very, you know, disappointed that I have to clear the ward and now I can't do the play anymore. And then I have to think about something new and
Hmm.
everything. I don't know.
That's fine, bro, because like you're clearing the ward and you're still coming back to Krugs and Raptors. It's not like you're losing anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so there's no like that's just I understand what you're thinking, but it's kind of weird. Like I'm just thinking, wow, the potential to get Wolves and Gromp, and there's a great opportunity for me to. If it's warded, alright, like I'm gonna have to back off because Shyvana is just gonna miss her Raptors then and run straight to Wolves, right? I'm fine with you staying here if they're gonna troll like this, I'm fine. Just sweep down. Good. Good. All right,
Yeah,
back the fuck out and FF. You can potentially kill the Shiv though, right? Like on a Gromp?
yeah,
Or take a Gromp if you
because
wanted
we
to?
ran straight here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
Look at
think
this, man.
for me, if so much is happening, I kind of forgot. So yeah, to
Oh,
go to
she's
Gromp would
recalling.
be
But the funny
smart.
thing is you could actually take her Gromp and base. She'd be so
And that
tilted.
would be really smart.
She'd be so tilted as well. She'd run to a Gromp and see it gone, and she'd be like, wait, what?
Okay, so now I think I thought that going to Raptors is not so good, so I went to bot. Oh no, I think I went to Raptors. Okay. Yeah.
Because she
yeah.
started there, so she'll go Gromp balls and back down. If she runs straight at Dragon, like, you should actually just check drag here out of base.
Oh, so just run to Drake and see if she's doing this, or
Yeah, because it's a Shyvana. Same thing. Like, any jungler here, bro, you should
Yeah.
actually just do it. Lee Sin, J4, all, like, pretty much every jungler can level 4 Drake, unless it's a Shaco, right? So you should just, like, run straight through to Dragon and just check it. Then you can come back blue, Gromp walls, and then after that, you can even recheck it if you wanted to.
She's yeah.
Oh, where's the
probably
smite,
cute.
man?
Yeah, no, this is.
You can even jump onto her, right? Because Veigar's mid. Just hit her over the head. Like, look at your
no,
items here, Nick.
I'm pretty strong, huh?
Yeah, and like she's used her E and stuff like on the crab, right? So she's gonna have no cooldowns. You have every cooldown. You've got Veigar who can move first as well. Like this should just be an insta jump onto her in the crab. You can smite crab while jumping, and then in you go.
Damn. Yeah.
And the funny thing here, bro, like if you saw her mid like this and you were down bot side, you could just do dragon straight away.
What's this thing about dragons? So a lot of time people say that it's like not worth it to do because it's so much time and blah blah. You don't get.
It's all general
main
stuff,
goal,
bro.
right?
Like the best thing on the minimap here is dragon, right? That's just factual. And I'm not a
but
fan of
why?
like wasting time and stuff. Well, because I mean, I guess you could even say her raptors and krugs are more valuable, but I don't think they're up, right? Well, her krugs might be up again. Actually, no, they wouldn't be because she cleared them later. Anyway, what I'm saying here, Nick, is like her bot side. It's kind of hard to tell like what she's done, right? So the best thing on the map that makes them lose something and makes you gain something is dragon. That's the best way to play the game. You want to gain while making them lose because that's something you both want and value. That makes sense? So like first Rift Herald, right, gives you so much gold.
Yes.
So if you can take it, you're denying them at the same time. Yeah? So like Dragon here, what are you giving up? Like nothing. Like Shyvana is never going to invade your top side because you could be here. So even if you like, let's just say you ran bot, right, to Dragon, to check it like I said. The Shyvana, bro, is never going to check your Raptors because as a Kha'Zix, you could be here and she should know you're off a base. You were super low in that top fight, so you're going to recall and you already had a Dirk Longsword, right? Like they all saw you here with Dirk Longsword. So you're clearly going to recall sometime soon after all this, right? And even here, man, you could have ran straight to your Raptors. Like, Shyvana does not know this. She might think, oh, he's ran to his Raptors and he's going bot side.
Okay, but at this point, right? So I understand that Drake is good and everything, but how do I come to this conclusion in the game? Like, how does the game right now, like, tell me that Drake would be smart?
Because you're not losing anything for it. You don't lose Raptors because you could have done this right here. You don't lose Raptors because they know you're quite strong.
Okay.
And you can still come back to your camps, bro. Can you say that?
Yeah, but it's also dependent on the lane states, right? So
okay, it's
just
more
sneak it, or
yeah, you can like. There's no real reason, bro, for Katarina to like or anyone to check Dragon here. Okay, so the main reason you do something like that, Nick, or like Rift Herald or anything, is because the enemy jungler is in Narnia, other side of the map.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
So Shyvana is gonna run, bro, to her Gromp, right? Like we said. If she runs straight to Dragon, we just run off it. Like, it's not like we lose anything. She's running here, I'm running here. All right, I'm just going to go blue Gromp balls and come back, maybe. Check it. See if she's strong.
So even if it's a really strong jungler, I would still do this.
Because they're top, yeah. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, like, how strong they are or how much damage they do. It's just the fact that they are probably going to run top side. And if they do come over here, you can always just back out.
Yeah, that's really smart. I think I never think about Dragon. I always think about Rift.
Yeah, the worst thing, man, is like when you watch high elo players, and I understand them because, well, yeah, I just like kind of do, but they don't explain it, right? So I've heard like Rengar players, right? And I've heard some high elo Rengars, like challenger ones, really good ones, say, "Oh yeah, if Dragon is free, just take it." But they don't explain what free is. So then everyone thinks, "Oh yeah, look, there's a free dragon, let's just do it." Or dragon's up, let's go to it and do it. They don't understand like the conditions. Where's the enemy jungler at? How strong am I? So even if they do contest, I don't really care. And do I have lane
Mm-hmm.
prior? Lane prior is really like the icing on the cake that makes it easier. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah,
Yeah. Does that make sense?
absolutely.
Yeah, enemy jungler, bro, like where you think they're gonna be, dictates like just what you do. So that's why you have to
Mm-hmm.
camp
Mm-hmm.
track them, man. Because you should know that Shyvana just ran all the way from bot to top. What a genius! But I don't think she's done any camps. Like, how does she do that quickly? I don't think she's touched a camp, which is what I was saying. You could always like just go in and take her Gromp if you wanted to, or I would have ran like this, Nick, if you didn't see her here recalling. Ran like this. Get vision of her.
Yeah, I think I'm just not at the level yet where I think about things like that. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
when I see her there, it's just like, oh, Shyvana is there, but I'm not thinking about, oh, that was really quick. She didn't clear her top side. Let's go bot. So now, when you explain it and everything, it makes sense. But in game, I'm just not thinking like that.
Ready? There's a timeline, bro. You ready?
Damn. Okay.
This is how like challengers think, yeah? There is a present, and 99% of players are in the present. There is a history, there is a past. I know what she's done. I know what she's doing. And therefore, I know what she's going to do.
Yeah.
But when you see Shiv, you just think, oh, Shiv's here. That's
Yeah. I'm
cool.
like, oh, damn.
There's a small dragon who's going to turn into a dragon at level 6. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
what the fuck? She's gone, like, she's come straight to top? That means I don't think she's done any of these 3 camps, which we know we're up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking, wow, can I exploit this anyway? Well, what's she going to do in the future then? She's 1 HP. So maybe she's going to be greedy and do this. I'm going to come around and kill her. I see her recalling. Wait, what? That means her Gromp's still up, though. I can just take her Gromp and base and get a longsword. I take her level 4 Gromp, and I can just run straight to Dragon, right?
Yeah. That's really good.
And then, like, when I'm basing, Shyvana is probably going to run here because she is going to go like this. And I'm pretty sure her Krugs are gone as well, right? So at a base, man, she's naturally just going to path like she did in the past. History repeats itself, Nick. You know that.
Okay. So, and if she started bot
World
side,
War
then
Three,
she would
man.
probably. Yeah. Hopefully not. But if she started bot side, then she's always pathing from bot to top, probably, right?
Yeah,
So
most
then if she's
likely.
bot
Most
side, I
likely.
don't check Drake, or do I do still
Yeah, I
check
think
Drake?
Dragon is presumptuous if she started bot. You know, like if you know right for a
Okay.
fact her Krugs and Raptors are up, and if her red buff's about to spawn and she started there, like it might be this time now, right? And her blue buff, you see how the symbol's on it. If we move
Yeah.
that to a red buff, and we know
That's a bit
her Krugs
risky
and
then.
Raptors are up, it's a little fucking presumptuous doing it. Therefore, you need to rely more on, at that point, you being either a lot stronger or your lanes being stronger. That's when
Mhm.
you would start a Drake if she's on the same side. But even if you check this, we hard win 4v4 or 3v3 at Retail. No worries, let's go, let's fight.
Yeah, it's
But if she's not
all
here, you don't have
consistent.
to really worry about anything, man. And if her laners come check, alright, they kind of cucked me, but I'm still coming back to blue Grand Wolves.
And it's all good.
Yeah, and they might miss minions for it, right? So now, we mentioned a couple of things here as well. Shyvana is farming bot,
Sure.
and there's stuff happening top. So tell me about Shiv first, because you should like tick off the enemy jungler first.
Okay, so because she's bot, she's gonna need some time to reach top because her Gromp is up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So she should be going to top side.
Mm-hmm.
But she's bot, so potentially, if nothing would happen top, I could take her Wolves and Gromp, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Very good. I think Gromp, though, is really the only thing here
Okay.
you can take, because
Yep.
she's either going to like do Raptors when they respawn, or she's just going straight to like Wolves Gromp.
Yep.
So you've only got time for really one camp, so it'd be Gromp, because it's just worth more experience, and it's closer to your safety.
Yeah.
Makes sense? And then you can still gank
Yeah.
top here. So then tell me about this gank top, Nick. Like, when should you actually time it?
I should time it with my minion wave because that's when Katarina is going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So right
Yeah.
now it's she won't dive, she won't fight, but it's okay. I can just do Krugs and then wait for the next minion wave. and then gank on that.
Very good. So is clicking to the right here good, or
Nah, that's not good. Because I didn't think about it.
of the wave, right? Yeah, you go like
Yeah.
when maybe even Rumble pings or something weird.
It's very obvious that she's going to fight him. So
And
yeah,
what
here I just
about...
give
Mhm.
I give her an escape here, so that's not good.
You're a quick learner, bro. I can tell, Nick. You've got the power.
Thanks, bro.
No, I'm serious. Like, lots of people don't, how do I put it? I mean, I think it's just because you understand it. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
recognize
always try
patterns.
to understand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and here I should think about that, because earlier I thought, oh, she's bot, so her top side is up, and now she's really quickly here, so she obviously didn't clear her
Good.
camps. So that helps me to understand that either I can go to her Gromp because she's really low here,
Mm-hmm.
or Drake because she's top side, because she has to clear from top to bot because her bot camps are not up yet, and that means that I can potentially do Drake.
Excellent, bro. Very, very good indeed, yeah? Excellent. So Raptors here is maybe a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah,
Because
that's not good.
why is it difficult for her to ever check them, Nick? Like, why is it risky for her to check your Raptors ever?
Because she knows that I'm really strong and she doesn't
Good.
really know, I guess, where I go.
Okay, so she should know you've done Krugs, right? Into like a gank top based on your CS, yeah? Because you killed the Zeri and you ran
Yeah,
out of
that's
base
true.
and only did one camp. So Krugs. She should also like maybe think, well, this Kha'Zix, I didn't see the Kha'Zix, remember? After you fought top, you were in fog the entire time because Tri-Brush and the River Brush weren't warded. So you could
Yeah,
have just ran to Raptors there and then
true, yeah.
recalled.
Yeah.
See?
So it's just a huge waste of time for her, and it's a lot easier to just clear her top side.
That's it, man. That's it precisely. Her even doing crab is probably bad because you could like potentially take her Raptors here, right? Which is what we said
Yeah.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert.